Good evening. Welcome to the January 26, 2026 meeting of the Stillwater City Council. This time I'll call the meeting to order and I'll ask that you all stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks to the crowd for braving the cold temperatures and spotty roads. Councilors, first up, consent docket. Questions, comments, action on the consent docket.
I move approval of consent.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on consent. Please vote. Consent docket's approved with a vote of 5-0. That takes us down to Section 6, Ordinances. On first read, we have Ordinance 3591, an ordinance amending the Stillwater City Code by creating a new Chapter 34, Public Art Program, creating Section 34-1, Purpose, creating Section 34-2, Definitions, creating Section 34-3, Fund Established, creating Section 34.-4, Administration, creating Section 34-5, Stillwater Public Art Committee, creating Section 34-6, Display of Public Art, creating Section 34-7, Infrastructure Art Sponsorship Program, repealing all ordinances to the contrary, and providing for severability. Ms. Dodson.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This item is about formally establishing Stillwater Public Art as an official city program. We already do this work today through the Stillwater Art Integration Initiative. This simply provides structure, clarity, and longevity while establishing a donation fund. A little more than 3 years ago, we started Stillwater Art Integration. Our goals were simple: to add art in our community, encourage local existing and new artists, and also increase public awareness of existing art spaces and installations. As you can see, some of our existing art is being highlighted now in pictures. Our initial project began with a small group wanting to beautify Chris Salmon Plaza by adding murals. We pursued a grant to fund the project, and while we did not receive the funding, we found another solution and strengthened partnerships with our talented OSU art students and professors, and also Prairie Arts. Since that project, we added the Utility Art Box program and have another fun project regarding storm drains to be shared soon with the community. We initially began as a small group, but quickly grew, with current partners including Prairie Arts, Medela Art Gallery, Stillwater Public Schools, OSU Museum of Art, Stilly Arts, Career Tech, Visit Stillwater, Chamber, Stillwater History Museum, Still Wonder, Community Center in Block 34, and many local businesses. This broad representation would continue. Establishing Stillwater Public Art will help us identify and catalog existing public art across Stillwater, increase public awareness of our art spaces and installations, thoughtfully identify future public spaces where art could enhance placemaking, establish a formal process for art donations, acquisitions, and related funding. We believe that people and businesses want to invest and grow in beautiful places where they feel safe, a sense of place, community pride, and enhances their quality of life. This in turn enhances economic opportunities. This is a foundational step that positions Stillwater well for future partnerships, donations, and thoughtful growth of public art. I would be happy to answer any questions.
Councilors, any questions?
I would just say that I am thrilled that we are formalizing our public art program. I think the murals, the statues, sculptures, everything around town is just fabulous, and I think it's important for a town and a community like Stillwater to have that type of public art. So,
Thank you.
And I'll say I do want to take a moment here just to share my appreciation for Dawn and all the work that she's done with Stillwater Art Integration now becoming more of a formalized program for the city. And we have a community partner who has agreed to a sizable donation to help kick this program off, and we hope to be announcing that at a city council meeting soon. So help give some momentum to this new project.
I will just note for the council that I did have a brief discussion with CFO Cluck, and there are probably some considerations that we'll have to formalize by guidelines or other processes approved by the council. This ordinance really just does establish the program, establish the fund, establish the committee. We still probably need to work through the process for council to accept those donations before they're deposited into the fund, and then work through how we would appropriate those funds for expenditure as those decisions are made by the established committee. So we are working through all those fine tuning.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to appoint a committee, and then it does talk in here about the committee itself will develop a sponsorship program guidelines and all that kind of stuff. So is that, what's our timeline, do you think, on if we adopt the ordinance? How soon till we have committee people that we're...
We have committee people ready now.
Okay.
And that is part of what's been so great about this is we've been doing this for over 3 years with the Stillwater Art integration. And when we started, it was just whoever wants to have a seat at the table. So art, public art, all of this is for all of us. We're, build a bigger table. And that's how the entities started coming in together as this great partnership. It was just, hey, tell a friend, and then you started getting these great folks coming in, Still Wonder, Stilly Art, our History Museum. That's really how it began, and then it just took off. I mean, even into one of the pictures was Matt with Stone Cloud with the You Are Beautiful, and it's just continued to expand. And I would just like to include that it's been pretty incredible just seeing our own staff. So that's pretty awesome, anywhere from our public works staff to others who are like sending in suggestions of where public art would be great to see. It's been really nice. And if you go to stillwaterok.gov/art, you can check out where Billy has done an incredible job developing this page, and there's an interactive map on here. So if you click on there, then you can see the art piece, the artist, and more about that. So here's our latest with Valspar. So.
Cool.
So this is step one, first read this evening. It will have a second read, and then it will not actually go into effect until 30 days after the date of publication. So that gives us some time there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Counselors, further questions, comments, or action on the ordinance?
Motion to advance ordinance number 3591 to second read.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, ordinance 3591 is advanced to second reading. Item 7 is appointments. On the Board of Adjustment, we have 2 open seats and 2 people willing to fill them, which is a wonderful coincidence. I would like to move the appointment of Mike Woods and Jansen Harrison to 3-year terms on the Board of Adjustment expiring in January of 2029.
Second.
A motion and a second. Please vote. Those appointments are approved with a vote of 5-0. We certainly appreciate their willingness to serve. The Board of Adjustment's been short a couple people for a while now, so it's nice to get that board back up to full strength. We also have an opening for a youth representative on the Sister Cities Council, and I'm happy to move that Anna Bosma be appointed to the Stillwater Sister Cities Council.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, that appointment is made, and we appreciate Anna's willingness to serve on the Sister Cities Council. This time I will move that we recess the Stillwater City Council meeting prior to item 8 on the agenda. No, let's not do that. Let's do item 8. Any reports from the city attorney?
I would like to request an executive session pursuant to 25 OS Section 307B1 for the purpose of discussing employment, hiring, appointment, promotion, demotion, disciplining, or resignation of City Manager Brady Moore, and under the same authority for City Attorney Kimberly Carnley.
Thank you. Mr. Moore.
Yes, city offices will be closed on President's Day, which is Monday, February 16th. However, trash, recycling, and yard waste will still be collected on that date. So it is one of those holidays that we still collect on. So I appreciate all those employees working and carrying out those services. Make sure to set your carts out by 6 a.m. because collection routes can vary. I will brag on Waste Management. They were able to hit all the neighborhoods today and commercial sites as well. We know that some customers may have not known that they'd be out or weren't able to get their trash cart to the curb, so they can contact Waste Management and arrange for a pickup later in the week. So For more information, you can go to stillwaterok.gov/waste management.
Thank you, sir. Vice Mayor?
It's that time of year to file taxes, and the Stillwater Library is offering assistance. Community members can schedule appointments for free tax preparation assistance from the American Association of Retired Persons by scheduling an appointment online at stillwaterok.gov/library taxes or by calling 405-372-3633 and extension 8103. Appointments are available now through April 7th. The Stillwater Public Library is located at 1107 South Duck Street. What a great service for people to take advantage of.
Long time service. When I worked at the library in 1999, they were doing that. So it's a great service for our community. Councilor Hawkins?
Please join us for the annual Meet Your Legislators event this Thursday, January 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Stillwater Public Library. This is a great opportunity to ask questions, build relationships, and share concerns with your elected officials, including city councilors and Payne County commissioners. Many thanks to the Stillwater League of Women Voters and the Friends of the Stillwater Public Library for hosting this event. We hope to see you there. This is always, I will say, a great event, always interesting. Interesting to see what's going on with the legislature this session, and so I would encourage people to come out for that and just see what's going on in our community.
Excellent. There will be a couple of us there, right? Councilor Clark?
Yes.
And
And
you,
me.
Councilor Hawkins?
Yes.
Awesome. Councilor Clark?
The past few days of severe winter weather are a reminder to follow Stillwater Emergency Management on Facebook and to check the city's emergency page at stillwaterok.gov/emergency. You may also want to opt in to receive important notifications on your phone. This will provide you with the latest emergency notifications, warnings, and watches. Be sure to make sure you're prepared, weather aware, and connected. I want to thank Rob Hill and Brendan Pope and the SEMA team for all their efforts to keep us informed and safe throughout the past few days. We all benefit from their expertise and leadership. And I'll also add that I had a chance over the weekend to do a ride-along with Rob and Brendan. We had a good time.
Always fun. The highest rated show in Stillwater.
Absolutely.
Councilor Harden?
A couple of reminders that could help our residents best prepare in case of emergency. Number one, please remember to apply or renew your burglar or fire alarm permit with the Stillwater Police. Permits are $6 per alarm and free to government entities and also residents who are 62 years of age or older. Number two, if you live outside city limits but within Stillwater Fire Department response area, please consider purchasing a rural fire service contract. The annual fee is $200, and the contract provides assurances that could save you thousands of dollars in the event of a fire. We want to help in all ways possible to keep you and your family protected and safe. For more information, go to stillwaterok.gov.
Excellent reminders. Thank you. I'll just throw in my additional comments on the severe weather this week. The employees across the city, Public Works, Waste Management, Electric, Water, so many others here at the city have been working tons of hours in difficult conditions. I can't imagine trying to repair a water line when it's 14 degrees outside. That's no fun at all. But they've kept essential services running, restored outages, make repairs, and keep our community safe. We're incredibly grateful for the work that our city employees do, certainly during severe weather events like this weekend, but every day to keep city services running. So thank you so much to the city of Stillwater for the work that you all have done this weekend, for sure. I also want to just throw out there, because I got a couple questions about it, and I drove down 12th Street on my way in today, the Washington Street School that is partially demolished. It's the part we wanted to demolish. Those newer sections around the edges of it, you can now just see the original 1938, what we call the T structure, the original sort of gymnasium and the administrative building in the front. I'm really excited about that. I think it's going to be just a great visual for folks to sort of see that original structure and see the possibility of what it can be for our community as we continue to work towards funding, hopefully raising money to turn that back into a community asset. So for those of you that are wondering, that part is not being torn down. The rest of it is down. All right. At this time, I will move that we recess the city council meeting prior to item 10 on the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to recess city council. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, the Stillwater City Council will be in recess. And while we're in recess, I'll call to order the Stillwater Utilities Authority meeting for January 26, 2026. Trustees, questions, comments, or action on the consent docket?
Motion to approve consent docket?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve consent. Please vote. With a vote 5-0, the consent docket is approved. We have nothing else on the SUA agenda. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, the Stillwater Utilities Authority is now adjourned. And at this time, I will call to order the Stillwater Economic Development Authority meeting for January 26th, 2026. Trustees, questions, comments, or action on the consent docket?
Motion to approve the consent docket.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the consent docket. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, the consent docket is approved. Takes us to item 5, consider recommendation from the Stillwater Reinvestment Plan Downtown Campus Link Project Plan Implementation Committee regarding the application submitted by Republic Properties LLC. Rachel Burnish is here to tell us more.
Hi, good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm excited to talk tonight about a significant impact project located at 206 West 6th within TIF 3. It's going to be called the Bookend Hotel. Though this will be a 15-room boutique hotel with a public-facing bar, event space that's available for rent, and a small curated retail component. I had the opportunity to walk the project with the owner and developer, Leighton Johns, and with City Manager Moore. This is a really cool project to bring to Stillwater. I'm really excited to see it. It's going to be very, very curated and very special, unlike anything we have here. One of the big things that has stood out to me after meeting Leighton and working with him is he really jumped into the community, and he's partnering with a lot of local businesses to provide food and catering for his restaurant. And I think that he's going to be a great partner moving forward. The Implementation Policy Committee met on the 12th, and they have recommended $1 million paid in arrears over the lifetime of the TIF. Leighton is here tonight. I know he has a video and wants to be able to talk to you guys and answer any questions. I'm also here to answer any questions if you have any. And I'm going to call Leighton up.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council, for considering this project. My name's Leighton Johns. I'm a transplant of Stillwater. I've been here just over a year now, so I got to experience last year's storm. I was a little bit prepared for this one. I come from California, and there's not nearly as much snow. I know that you guys don't get it very often. But my family and I, we moved here a little over a year ago, and Stillwater felt like home when I came here for school. We always knew we wanted to come back, and just so many things kind of lined up for this project to kind of fall into our laps. And so I'm going to share this video, and then I'll share a little bit more about our project. Welcome to the original Stillwater Public Library, a building shaped by architecture, history, and generations of community stories. For decades, this was a place of learning and connection. In recent years, it has sat quiet, waiting for its next chapter. That chapter is the Bookend Hotel. This project will thoughtfully restore and reactivate this landmark, creating a library-inspired hotel that pays homage to the building's original purpose, a place where people gather, reflect, and share ideas. More than a hotel, the Bookend is an investment in Stillwater, generating new economic activity, long-term tax revenue, and a renewed life for a historic building that deserves to be a part of Stillwater's future. With your support, this story continues, not as a memory, but as a living part of our community. I mentioned this in the TIF committee meeting. I can't stand the sound of my own voice. I know most people are probably that way. You could see from the video that we had some inspiration photos of what we intend to finish the building out like. As it was mentioned, this will be a 15-room boutique hotel. We will have a bar in the basement as well as about a 1,200 square foot event space in the basement as well, a conference room that can be rented out as well, and then a small gift shop that will be a little micro bookstore within the building. We have done an amazing job partnering with a lot of local contractors. I've been blessed to be introduced to so many locals. I think about 90% of all the subcontractors working on the project are local to Stillwater, or at least within the surrounding community. And then, like it was mentioned, we're planning to partner with Persimmon Hill to provide a lot of the pastries and coffee that we offer in the mornings for our guests. We will not have a commercial kitchen, and so we're going to rely heavily on local caterers to provide for our events that we host. Really hoping to provide something unique that this city doesn't currently have. I have a lot of respect for what the school has done with the Atherton, but we're trying to provide the city with a truly elevated hospitality experience for guests to come from all over, not just for Oklahoma State related events, but where we really hope to play off of the Mid-South, concerts at Block 34, other events, and even hopefully become a place that people seek to travel to Stillwater just to stay. And we think that it's going to have a great impact on the local surrounding businesses, restaurants that are all walkable. We really feel like the location is perfect. Being right there on 6th and kind of right in between downtown and campus is just an amazing spot. Truly feel like it's going to be a wonderful project. As was mentioned, the TIF is something that I feel very passionate about. The city I came from, my old downtown is dead. The city didn't invest in businesses, and so what you guys have done with this TIF is truly amazing. I feel like you guys have had some great projects that have come out of it, and I hope to be the next project that is a success for you guys. So I'd like to open up for any questions.
Well, I'll just say that I'm excited about this project. I have always loved that building. I'm a transplant. I've been here 23 years or so, and I've always loved that building, and it's an important part of the history of our community, and it's just sat there dormant. And the fact that we're going to see this revitalized and become an important part of the downtown connection, I just think it's a terrific project. Thanks for taking it on.
Leighton, could you talk a little bit about the timing for your opening and your construction, things that you're doing right now?
I am very thankful to know that the first home game is not till September 15th, so that bought us a few weeks, but we plan to be open for the first home game. Full speed ahead. Hopefully we have enough time for a soft opening the weekend prior, but that is what we're shooting for. So it'll be a very fast and furious project.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a transplant. I grew up here, and I grew up in that building, and I had the chance to walk through it with Leighton, and it's quite nostalgic to be back in it, and it is incredibly exciting to see not just a reuse, but such a I think impactful reuse for downtown Stillwater. Certainly, as an office building, it's a reasonable thing, but to have a hotel there and to have visitors coming in and spreading out and seeing the restaurants coming down to Block 34, that kind of thing. Also, that connection. I mean, this project to me serves so many of the things we wanted the TIF to be able to do in restoring an old building that's expensive to go do that project and helping provide some assistance there, but also this core redevelopment and connecting downtown to campus. All of that. Really, this project is kind of the best example of what the TIF was designed to encourage, and so I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to partner as a city with you and to make this a reality. So we're super pumped.
Well, thank you.
The official term.
And I'll add a little bit of context on the financials. The total investment on the project is, as you can see in the application, is $5 million. That's including the purchase of the building and all the investment in personal property that's going to go into the hotel. We always, when we have these TIF projects come before they go to the TIF committee, we have our attorneys at Center for Economic Development Law do a full evaluation of the project based on the projected revenues for pro forma for sales tax, and with the calculated increment that would be from the base 2018 value for the investment of both real estate and personal property, and potentially the 2 pennies of undedicated sales tax that can be committed to the project per the terms of our project plan. Through the life of the TIF, which is through 2043, it does show that it's projecting about $1 million in increment that could be generated to the TIF. And so under the significant impact project within our implementation policy guide, with projects that end before 2028, or the December 31st of 2028, the kind of max in that column is 20% assistance. So the 1 million in arrears is exactly what that program allows to be a max, and is what the applicant has asked for. And so the TIF committee, as Rachel mentioned, did recommend to the trustees 1 million in arrears.
I know I would like to briefly bring up that the initial request was potentially 600,000 upfront or $1 million in arrears. The delta between that is just truly the extra interest that we're going to end up paying to the bank over that the course of that TIF.
Trustees, further questions or comments? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Is there action on the recommendation?
I move approval of the application submitted by Republic Properties LLC requesting assistance for $1 million paid in arrears for the redevelopment of the building at 206 West 6th Avenue to create a new boutique hotel, bar, and public meeting space called the Bookend Hotel.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the recommendation. Please vote. It's approved with a vote of 5-0. Looking forward to it. All right. Nothing further on the SEDA agenda. Is there a motion to adjourn SEDA?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, SEDA is now adjourned. And at this time, I will reconvene the Stillwater City Council prior to item 10 on the agenda. Councilors, is there a motion to enter executive session as requested by the city attorney?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Please vote. With a vote of 5-0, the Stillwater City Council will now enter executive session. Is there a motion to re-enter normal session, regular session, open session?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to re-enter open session.
Mayor Joyce,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jalowski,
Yes.
Councilor Hawkins,
Yes.
Councilor Clark,
Yes.
Councilor Harden.
Yes.
We are now back in regular session as the Stillwater City Council. There are no recommendations for action after executive session. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. Please call the roll.
Mayor Joyce,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Jalowski,
Yes.
Councilor Hawkins,
Yes.
Councilor Clark,
Yes.
Councilor Harden.
Yes.
With a vote of 5-0, we are now adjourned, and that concludes our meetings for the evening.